Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode for Absolute Modics. We are proudly sponsored by Graham Styling, who do automotive body parts and panels and spoilers and stuff like that, like we've got from them. In this video I'll show you what I've done over the past few weeks and days, as well as what's to come, and we're going to crack on with building the engine up. So that's what we're doing in this video. Now I'm currently standing at the door at the moment, just looking in at my garage, because you can see the boxes everywhere. That's actually a whacker plate. We're bumping down there. We've got an engine here, sand, new engine crane, and obviously the engine set on it. And we have all my kite buggy and stuff, my friend's kite buggy and stuff on top of the pool table. I don't know if any of you have ever done that before. It's a cool hobby to get into. But the garage is very full at the moment, and I've just kicked the bumper. Yeah, it's very full at the moment. But I shall make room. I shall move the bumper and these whacker plates and that out of the way so we can get to this engine and to the other one. Yeah, we took the engine out the other night. Obviously it's got the loom set attached to it, which we need for the other engine, as well as lots of bits, because I've decided now I'm keeping that engine, and I'm selling the SUPRA, the silver SUPRA, as spares or repair without an engine, which is good because it means I get to keep all the bits I need off that engine, and I don't have to keep going and buying them. So that's good. It's a good thing. Obviously we have our manual gearbox with the prop shafts attached at the end, so all the fluid stays in. But the old engine had to come out as one, just like that. It just makes sense. All the fluid's still inside the gearbox, so it just made sense for the time being. So going back to the Supra, we just have a big holy engine bay again, and I'm waiting for my friend who's a painter to come down to tell me what we need to do to the rest of the car, ready for paint. So obviously I want the engine bay painting, as well as all the wings and the doors, etc, etc. We've still got parts to do for the wrap, like the skirt, and we need to finish off this wing, removing the wrap. Obviously the mirrors need doing, the door needs doing, handles were never wrapped, never got round to them. The roof is nearly done, to be fair, just needs that bit doing and that bit of the A-pillar doing. That's not too bad. And then around to the rear, so I've got the rear bumper to take off, and this panel, and it's a similar story on the other side. Yeah, it's not bad, it's coming off gradually, slowly but surely. I'd like to refurb my headlights as well at some point, so I'm looking to doing that. So before I carry on with the rest of this video, I'm going to pause it for you guys now, and I want to make room so I can actually start taking things off of this engine. I really don't even know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm certainly going to be doing something. I just don't know what, guys. Just got to figure out what needs to be done. I need to take power steering pump off of the other engine, because I believe it's a twin turbo one, and we're going to use a normal one because it has a reservoir on the top, because we can. I'm going to use that alternator because I know it works, and I will use a starter motor because I know it works, as well as it makes sense to use them because obviously you know they work, and I have no idea what the other ones are like and what condition they're in, so I may as well use working one. Seems to have spares. Oh, it's a mess, that engine. But look at my new shiny crane, new shiny red crane. Doo-doo. It was a bargain. I got it off of a certain internet auction site, which we all know what that is. But I bought it as a bike now. £104 delivered, which I think is amazing for what it is, because it came in 3 boxes, it weighed 72 kilograms, and it must have cost a good 30-40 quid easy to send it. So very happy with it. Very happy with the crane. It's now my crane, I don't have to borrow one every time. Very, very, very sturdy. It's got extra wheels for storage on. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's wicked. So, more than happy with my crane. Right, I'm going to move some stuff out now so we can start actually doing some work. So, I've tidied the garage up now and I've moved things around, so now I can actually start work on stuff. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by removing the power steering pump off of there, and the power steering pump off of there, and get them swapped over. Now, in case you're wondering, this bottom bit I'm going to leave on because I haven't got one on mine, and I believe it's the front face off of the aircon unit, and obviously it allows an extra bolt to go through there, which mine doesn't have, because mine's bolted here at the back and obviously on the side, so it allows another bolt to go through, which obviously makes it a lot sturdier. Now it's been running absolutely fine as it is, as an NA, but with the extra pressures of it going to be turbo, it makes sense personally, I think, to have this extra bolt. So I'm glad we have this, because obviously we're going to save that. Yeah, so we're going to get them swapped over, and that's one thing less on the list that we need to swap over. So time to get some bolts, well, time to get some sockets and then undo the bolts. And they're too old in it because it hasn't got his manifold brace on yet, because it has no manifold, funnily enough. So I'm going to do that now. And that's the power steering pump on, which is obviously nice and secure, and obviously once the inlet manifold's on, it'll have its brace on as well, so it'll have 3 bolts instead of 2. Obviously that's a lot stronger already. Just to make sure these are nice and tight. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm also going to steal the water pump off this one as well, because it works brilliantly. There's no issues with it at all. It's the right size. It sounds perfectly fine. Just need to get a new gasket or some paper gasket stuff, and then I can make a new gasket for it. So I'm going to remove the tensioner now, so I can carry on moving the covers on the way down, so we can access things we need to get to. I have to take the belt off. So as you can see, I've got messages on Facebook. As you can see, I've stripped off parts on the engine. I've just been looking at this one, and I was just checking the this oil return. I blew down the pipe to make sure it, I could blow down it so I knew it was clear. And some idiot, whoever drilled it, has drilled a hole in the sump with the freaking with the bloody drill bit. I cannot believe it. Look at that. What an absolute idiot. So that's put me back like another week or so now, because obviously I'm only doing this in part time, where I've now got to swap the sump off there, take the sump off the engine, which I'm saving, which I'm glad I've got another one. I've then got to drill that one as well as. This is unreal. Some people are idiots. If you do things like that, you shouldn't be near cars. Right? You just shouldn't. So, welcome back to the later part of this video. I discovered something when I was stripping down the engine, because I was looking at the oil pans and the oil feed lines and stuff like that. I noticed the hole, the lovely hole that they drilled, which I shall show you. I'll try and show you. In the upper sump, it needs to be drilled to allow the oil to drain out for the turbo. I'll try and show you now, because it's in my parts washer. So they've drilled it. They're supposed to drill it straight. It has not been drilled straight. It's been drilled at an angle, which is made the drill bit cut the outer of the sump off, just like that. So it looks crap, and the drill straight through, which is not good. That's why you're not supposed to drill the sump while it's on the car. Always best to remove it. It's definitely been done while on the car, because here is the lower sump that you can see. It's full of the filings from obviously where it was drilled, which is not good. So now we go to our engine, because obviously I've had to remove the sump, which is annoying because I've had to remove the bolts that hold it. So now it's being held by an axle stand and just 2 bolts on the frame over there. But the engine wasn't run, so there's no filings or anything gone anywhere in the engine, so that's good. But as you can see, it doesn't look good. I've now got to seal both sumps again. So I need to go and get some sealant. So I'm stuck now. I can't do any more work until, because it's Sunday at the moment, so till Monday, till the shop's open, I can go and buy the parts and the sealant and that I need. I'm going to steal the sump off of this engine now, but it'll have to be re-drilled, or have to be drilled, because obviously it's not drilled. So that will be the next part. So right now I'm stuck until later in the week when I can get to the shop and buy the sealant, because once I got the sealant I can drop the oil, I can then remove that sump, drill it, stick it onto that engine, and then the sump off that one, for the time being, will just go back on there, just to protect the innards of the bottom of the engine. Obviously it's never going to run again, because I'm using it as a spare. I just hope that we don't find any other issues, because that is ridiculous. My number one lesson now is don't buy someone else's unfinished project, because you just end up paying the price of bolts missing, pipes missing, just bits missing. So I'm glad I have another fully working engine, and I know some of you might be asking, why didn't you use the other engine? Nah, it's got nearly 100,000 miles extra on it than the other one. So providing the internals is perfectly fine on this other engine, I think I'm doing the right thing by using this engine. But only time will tell when I come to turn the key in months' time or whatever it is. So who really knows? I mean, I've got my new oil lines and that ready for this engine now. So once I've got the sump on, I can then run the oil lines properly, get the turbo attached in properly, sort out any less niggly bolts. But then I've got to remove all the turbo and the manifold and that again for when I drop the engine into the car, because we'll have a painted engine bay, and obviously I don't want to catch any new paint. So I've asked the question the other day, what colour should I paint the car? Should it be purple, should it be white, should it be red? Now I like white, but I really like red, and I really don't know what to do. I mean, I'm prepping this now for paint, because it'll be going for paint at the end of this month. So I've got to finish off taking off the wrap. Then I've got to remove the mirrors, the door handles, lift up some of these seals, etc., and remove the spoiler, and obviously the bumper. But I'm not quite sure what colour to paint it. I like white, but I think I want red. I'm just not sure. I've had red before, and if I had red, I'd do a red and black theme. Now if I have white, I'll do a white and purple theme. I don't know. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm currently stuck until the shop's open again. But this is this video. Granted, we haven't done much, but we found a big error. But as soon as I get to the shop, we'll get the parts, build this up, carry on with the engine rebuild, carry on stripping this car down. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I also had my new laptop arrive today, so I will be able to do live streaming from the garage. So that's good. Tell me what you'd like to see, and we should do that. And when we get 10,000 subscribers, I shall do a tool giveaway. So stay tuned, share it with your friends. It's not necessarily been the video you've been looking forward to, but it just is what it is, unfortunately. So I'll have a peace for now, and I'll catch you very soon. And come check out our website. Lots of you have been buying our merchandise and our stickers. Appreciate it. Peace. I'll see you soon.